last days, God appears in the world, gives His teachings, establishes Zion, and calls all people to come into Zion without delay. There is a specific reason and purpose why He does this. For what reason and purpose was Zion rebuilt? In Psalm chapter 133, verse 1, it says, "How good and pleasant it is when God's people live together in unity. It is like precious oil poured on the head, running down on the beard, running down on Aaron's beard, down on the collar of his robe. It is as if the dew of Hermon were falling on Mount Zion. For there, meaning in Zion, the Lord bestows His blessing, even what? Life forevermore." When will the prophecy of Psalm 133 be fulfilled? There is a prerequisite for receiving the blessing of eternal life. There must be God, the forgiveness of sins, and the restoration of the feasts. Only then can eternal life be granted in such a place. Isn't this true? Then, where do those who are given the blessing of eternal life go? Isn't it the eternal kingdom of heaven which God promised? Today we are following in the footsteps of such prophecies. God has set for us the ladder of salvation, and we are now climbing the ladder, step by step, toward the kingdom of heaven, according to the prophecies. If God had not come to this earth, Zion would not have been rebuilt. If Zion had not been rebuilt, we would not have been able to establish the direction of our salvation correctly. We would not know anything, what goal we should set, where God dwells, and where and when God would come to this earth a second time in the flesh. Without knowing such things, we would be lost, wandering aimlessly. However, according to the Bible, God established Zion. Therefore, what do the Bible and the prophets teach us? When God teaches us His ways in the last days, we must receive them and put them into practice. Then the blessings of the forgiveness of sins and eternal life will be given to us. Also, God will lead us to the glory in the kingdom of heaven, where we will reign forever and ever, as recorded in Revelation chapter 22. These are testimonies of the prophets in the 66 books of the Bible. When we think of the grace that God has given us, we should ask ourselves, shouldn't this path of faith that we are walking be full of thanksgiving? If He had not come, we would be nothing. It is God who opens our ears to hear and our eyes to see. Isn't it God who gives us the heart to understand? Once again, I give eternal glory and thanks to God Elohim for guiding us and calling us into Zion that has been rebuilt.